to me.
I'm not gonna get a ticket.
How do you think that you're going to get a ticket?
I'm gonna show my tits.
You're sexy. Is that unprofessional of me? I don't know. I'm sorry, but like.
Of his penis, would you say he sent to you?
I would say close to 100.
Some officers think that being in positions of authority gives them the power to have any girl they want. But they're about to find out that the law applies to them too.
She's saying that you were forcing her to perform oral sex in exchange for getting out of trouble.
This is Detective Brian Bailey of the Louisville Metro Police Department, and he has a thing for coercing women into being confidential informants and blackmailing them to sleep with him. What the detective didn't realize is that while he sleeps, justice never does. In 2016, an unnamed woman filed a complaint accusing Bailey of misconduct. However, the investigation was closed without interviewing Bailey or examining his phone. In February 2020, another woman referred to as Jane Doe 1 filed a similar complaint and was interviewed by a detective regarding Bailey's conduct.
Of his penis, would you say he sent to you?
I would say close to 100.
He was breathing all over my face and kissing all over my neck, and then he was ramming his fingers into my pants. That type of stuff turned him on to be in control. He told me that.
She accused the detective of sending her dirty texts and of coercion. By 2021, 2 other women also filed complaints against Detective Bailey. Following the additional complaints, the Louisville Metro Police Department's Public Integrity Unit brought Bailey in for questioning.
And none of that time it ever crossed over into the...
No, we never went on a date. She's a 55-year-old woman.
That's the allegation, so that's why I have to ask that question.
I understand.
I hate to put you in that situation if it's not true, but that is the allegation. And she's saying that you were forcing her to perform oral sex in exchange for getting out of trouble. So I have to ask you straight up, and you're saying no, that's never occurred.
I mean, I'm scared. Obviously, I don't. No.
She had a shirt with semen on it that she says is yours. So she has saved that shirt for quite some time. We've sent that to the lab. Lab comes back that it is bodily fluids. So I have a search warrant for your DNA today.
Yeah, I guess I need to ask for an attorney at this point.
Okay, that's fine.
Despite being the integrity unit, the officers insinuated during the interview that the Jane Doe suspects might be lying and that the detective need not worry.
Omar's not going to charge you with anything. You know, we don't have proof.
However, further investigation revealed that the claims were credible and that he had lied to supervisors about it. Between 2020 and 2021, the 3 victims filed a lawsuit claiming that Detective Bailey's essayed them.
Sexually assaulted her and threatened her with criminal charges if she didn't become a confidential informant. It started in July of 2018 when she was with her boyfriend and Bailey.
In 2021, Detective Bailey resigned from his position while investigations were still ongoing. Despite clear evidence of crime, the detective was not charged as the Kentucky law at the time of the crime did not support an indictment, and the statute of limitations for such offenses had expired. However, to ensure that such offenses don't continue, the state passed multiple laws against sextortion. In the end, the city of Louisville settled the lawsuit, agreeing to pay $1.8 million to the 3 women, with each receiving an equal portion of the settlement. However, while this officer escaped punishment, this creepy cop wasn't that lucky.
The things he did doesn't make sense to me.
On March 11, 2020, Officer Robert Neff of the Louisville Metro Police Department, who was on duty and in uniform, followed a female employee at a Louisville Thornton's gas station into a back area, where he gave her an unsolicited hug and a kiss on the cheek. He then restrained her hands behind her back using plastic ties and later cut them off with a knife when she attempted to pull away. The following day, Officer Neff returned to the store and conducted an unauthorized search. The case was reported to the police, and in May 2020, Officer Neff was charged with official misconduct, third-degree sexual abuse, and harassment. Following these charges, Neff was placed on administrative leave. By October 2020, Neff pleaded guilty to 2 counts of official misconduct and 1 count of misconduct. Consequently, the Louisville Metro Police Department initiated termination procedures, leading to Neff's resignment from the department. Officer Neff was sentenced to 2 years probation. Eventually, the city settled the case and paid $55,000 to the victim. Although Officer Neff's actions were horrible, this officer took it a step forward by pouncing on the victim in her room.
You're sick. Is that unprofessional of me? I don't know. I'm sorry, but like.
In April 2022, while patrolling in a marked squad car in full uniform, Tulsa police officer D'Angelo Rees spotted a woman walking her dog. But things took a weird turn when he stopped to flirt with the woman and even gave her a fake name.
What's your name?
My name?
Mm-hmm. I'm Eric.
Nice to meet you.
You're sick. Is that unprofessional of me? I don't know. I'm sorry, but like. Chilling tonight?
Probably.
Okay. If I'm wandering around, where should I wander?
Probably somewhere around the Studio Star.
At the Studio Star. Okay.
First, Officer Reyes asked where he could find her later. Then, right after learning she had a room at a nearby motel, he did something against his training and protocol. He shut off his body camera.
Most people call me Red.
Red? You got a room? Okay.
It's me and my dog Felony.
Oh, really?
After getting her phone number, Officer Reyes called her that night and ran her information through the Tulsa Police Department system. When he saw that she had a long criminal record, he used it to blackmail her. The woman later reported that the officer SA'd her in her room.
Later that same evening, he used his department-issued computer to access information on the victim. We believe that she was being preyed upon. He told her that it wouldn't take much to put a person like her back in prison, and she was frightened. She was fearful of what would transpire.
According to the woman, she was afraid Officer Reyes would plant something on her and have her arrested. Reyes initially denied the sexual encounter, but eventually confessed, saying he thought it was consensual. He later resigned and was arrested the following day for first-degree rape. He pled not guilty, with his attorney acknowledging his inappropriate actions, but asserting that he is innocent. Officer Reyes has not been sentenced. While Officer Reyes' actions were disturbing, this next case made his actions seem minor.
Say this video shows one of its transport drivers asking an inmate.
In October 2017, Nicholas Aitchison, a prison transport officer with the Daytona Beach Police Department, was transporting a female suspect. But instead of heading directly to the Volusia County Jail, Aitchison stopped near the Volusia Teachers Union office, exposed himself, and requested oral sex. The inmate reported the incident when they arrived at the prison, which led to Aitchison's immediate termination. He was arrested and charged with battery, indecent exposure, and false imprisonment. However, this next cop made the driver seem like a saint. In 2019, Officer William Beecher of the Miami Police Department caused controversy when he appeared in a video with playbook models. Although he was on duty at the time, Beecher went so far as to pretend to arrest the models for the video.
But you can't keep us from having fun.
So, let's do it!
Following his Playboy stunt, Officer Beecher was suspended without pay. Rather than accepting responsibility, he filed a lawsuit against the city, claiming he was treated unfairly. The courts, however, rejected his claims, and the case was promptly dismissed. Officer Beecher was merely featured in the video, but this cop escalated things by making physical contact.
To me.
I'm not gonna get a ticket.
How do you think that you're gonna get a ticket?
I'm gonna show my tits. I'm not gonna get a ticket.
On April 27, 2024, a viral video of a woman attempting the perfect get-out-of-jail-free move went wild on the internet.
Told you were going too fast. Nobody listens to me.
I'm not gonna get a ticket.
How do you think that you're gonna get a ticket?
I'm gonna show my tits. I'm not
No,
gonna
you're
get
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
Watch me. Just watch.
Good evening, ma'am. I'm Officer Jones, MPD. You know where I pulled you over?
No.
Alright, well, I got you going 65 and I'm 45 back there, okay? You have your license and registration on you?
I actually don't have it in this car, but what if I show you these?
Man, it's 2024. I can see text on the internet anytime.
Well, what if you touch them?
Let's try. Yeah, that makes it a little better. All right.
Yeah.
I'll let you go with the warning. Just next time, slow it down for me, all right? You have a good night.
Thanks.
What the fuck?
Titties make life.
While the video is an OF skit with Jordan Sweat, the real issue is that Officer Johnson is none other than Officer Sean Herman with the Metro Nashville Police. Worse yet, he was on duty during the shoot. Playing foolish games has its consequences. Officer Sherman lost his badge and was charged with 2 counts of felony misconduct. On May 21, 2013, Officer Dustin Fetz of the Lakeland, Florida Police Department pulled over Zoe Brugger and her boyfriend for driving with a broken headlight. Usually, the officer should have given her a ticket and sent her on her way, but not Officer Dustin. He decided to search her for illegal substances, and he has a specific place in mind where he thinks this imaginary contraband might be. The officer searched her car too, but nothing was found. Following the incident, Dustin was handed a 1-day suspension and retrained on the arrest procedure, but he was not found to have violated her rights. However, Zoe Brugger disagreed and sued the city and police department. She received a settlement of $25,000. On July 25, 2016, Amanda Houghton called 911 after a car reportedly hit her from behind during a stop. Soon after, officers from the Layton Police Department, Utah, arrived. They noticed that Amanda was jittery, so they assumed that she had a DUI or was on controlled substances, so they cleared the sidewalk for her to take a sobriety test.
So the next step is called the 9-step walk. It's when you call you to walk. You take the first time? So I know she has sandals on. The pavement's hot. Are you okay doing this with sandals? Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to imagine a solid imaginary line in front of you. I want you to place your left foot on that line, place your right foot in front of your left foot, so your right heel is touching your left toe. Can you do that now? I ask you to put your right foot in front of your left foot. Okay. Let your hands relax down at your sides. Go ahead and stay in that stance, please. Right, let your hands relax. Let your hands relax down your sides. I want you to look at your toes, and you're going to take a series of 9 heel-to-toe steps. You're going to count each step out loud. You're going to make a turn, and you're going to come back. I'll demonstrate what I want you to do, okay? So it's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3. Except you're going to 9. On your 9th step, I want you to keep your left foot planted, make a series of small steps around it, and then I want you to come back. 1, 2, 3. Except you're going all the way to 9. Do you have any problems with your legs that would prevent you from doing that? All right. Do you think you can do that? All right. Why don't you give it a shot then? Whenever you're ready. Count at 1. No. 1, 2. called a one-leg stand. All right? You can choose whatever leg you prefer. It's pretty easy. What I want you to do is I want you to keep your hands relaxed down at your sides. Lift either foot up at least 6 inches off the ground, whichever you prefer. All right? I want you to stare at yourself and count out loud. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000 until I tell you to stop. Can you do that test? All right. Whenever you're ready. You gotta let your hands relax at your sides. Right, go ahead and stop. Hey, I'm going to place you under arrest for DUI. Stop. Yes. Put your hands behind your back. Stop. Don't make things worse, okay? Just cooperate with them. Stop turning around. Hold still, okay? Motor safety, I'm sending you 2 weeks in a patrol unit over here for transport. Stop, please. Come over here in front of my motorcycle.
After the test, Amanda was arrested. However, before she could be placed in the police car, the officer performed a search that was unlike anything you've ever seen.
Do you have anything illegal on you? No. Okay, I said stay there for a minute. Stay there! Okay. I said stay there. You guys should be. Okay, they're here.
I was trying to make things lighter.
Okay. Well, you're not, alright? And your balance is really poor.
Because I'm in shock, I'm shaking.
You have some other physical characteristics which are indicative of a controlled substance being used.
Can I ask what that is?
Yes, your eyes. Your eyes lead the way. It's called
Don't.
Stop.
Don't touch me.
I can search you, and that's what I'm doing. You do not pull away from me.
You put me with my husband here.
Hey, I'm going to search you whether you
With
like
my
it or not.
husband here.
No,
You don't get a fucking groping.
Okay. No one's groping you. There's a little camera right there. Pay attention to it. Don't pull away from me again. No, I won't. All right. What I want you to do is I want you to come over here on the curb and have a seat.
Can I have a cigarette?
No.
Will you bring my purse by me?
I will. Sit down. Sit down.
Although the officer's search didn't turn up with anything, he still slapped her with a DUI. Further blood tests showed that there were 0 traces of alcohol or drugs in her system. Subsequently, her DUI case was dismissed. Following this, Amanda sued the city of Layton, claiming that she was wrongly arrested and touched. Her lawyer insisted that she was jittery because she was shaken up by the crash and should never have been taken to go through the tests. The police department maintained that the officer had probable cause to arrest her and that he followed the right police protocols. In August 2017, State Trooper Isaiah Lloyd pulled over 29-year-old Patricia Wilson for driving without a seatbelt. The trooper suspected that she might be driving under the influence and ordered her out of the car. And then he forgot all his training about searches.
Taking prescription medication or anything? No. I do no drugs, no nothing. Swear to God.
Although we couldn't see what transpired during the search, Patricia insisted that the trooper touched her inappropriately.
You can't see underneath the hood of the car where his hands are, how far in my pants he is, and how long it takes him to remove his hands from that area.
Anything could have happened during the search below the waist as his actions were not visible. A rookie mistake. After the search, which turned up nothing, the officer asked her to undergo sobriety tests. After passing the tests, no illegal substances were found, so Patricia was issued a ticket and released. She then continued on her way back to work. However, later that evening, she was stopped by the same officer who claimed that she was driving erratically and that her car tent was too dark.
I felt like I was harassed and stopped. Yes, I think he was waiting. Being pulled over second time not even a quarter of a mile away from my home, that then scared me. That's why I felt like I was being stalked. I felt that he was. When he said we have to stop meeting like this, I felt like that was a couple.
Patricia insists that the officer's behavior resembles that of a stalker and filed a lawsuit against him in the city. After an internal investigation, Trooper Lloyd was cleared of all wrongdoing, but admitted that his actions were unconstitutional. Patricia's seatbelt ticket was dismissed. However, her lawsuit was settled by the state for $25,000. Following a series of other mistakes, Trooper Lloyd was suspended for 2 years. In 2013, the Prince George's County officer Francisco Marlett was caught on camera getting it on while on duty. The dedicated officer had sworn to serve and protect, but must have misunderstood what the oath meant. The couple spent minutes inside the car before the video ended. After the video went viral, Prince George's County launched an investigation into the case. They discovered that his little affair had prevented him from responding on time to emergency situations. Additionally, the officer had a history of infractions and had been suspended multiple times. This time, he was subsequently fired from his position.
Out. Get off of me!
Take it out.
Don't touch my...
In January 2015, Officer Richard Scavone of the Las Vegas Metro Police arrested Amanda Viscardo Ortiz after assuming, with no evidence, that she was a night worker. However, what should have been a simple civil case soon escalated into violence.
All right, come on over, man. Hey! What? Come over here. Get on. Put your hand behind your back.
So what do you...
I got the taser out. Put your hand behind your back. Put your palms together.
How am I supposed to put my palms together if you got my f***ing hand?
That's it.
All right.
That's it. I'm going to dump you on the floor in a minute. Hell you think you're talking to? Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Talking to me? Spread your feet.
My feet are straight. Why do you have your hands on my neck? Get the f*** off of me. You doing... I don't give a f***. So what? Take me out to take me to f***ing jail. You're doing all this extra shit for what? Sit.
Get on your stomach. On your stomach.
I can't.
Had enough? You finished?
Get my back on the ground.
You finished? CP 31 468.
I don't care because there's a camera right down on the hotel.
You finished?
I think you're going to jail.
You finished fighting me? Are you finished or no?
Yeah.
Stand here. Shut up. Understand me? Or no?
I heard you.
Don't move. 468. 1 time D Martin south of Tropicana. What else you want to do, tough guy?
Go ahead and take me to jail. That's all I want you to do.
You got it. What do you got here?
That's fine. Don't touch my... What the...
Ever pull away from me?
Everything is being recorded. You're for no reason, and you know that. I'm not doing...
Ever pull away from me? Understand me? Out.
Get off of me!
Take it out.
Don't touch my... What the...
What else you got?
Get off of me!
What else you got?
Get off of my teeth! You're in my... God, what the...
Reach for anything while I'm talking to you.
Get off of me!
Finished? You finished? In the car. In the car.
Oh my God!
You're gonna what? What are you gonna do?
What are you doing?
In the car.
Officer Richard turned a routine arrest into a UFC showdown. He shoved Amanda, slammed her face on the hood of his patrol car, and put his hands inside her bra, all while screaming at her. After an investigation by the Las Vegas Metro Police, Officer Richard was fired and was charged in court. He eventually pled guilty to using excessive force and was sentenced to 1 year in prison and 1 year probation. He was also ordered to pay a $20,000 fine and complete 300 hours of community service once he was released. Amanda Vizcarrondo Ortiz reached a $200,000 settlement with the police.